Okay, I'm here. So Nep's here. How you doing? How you doing? I don't know yet what I'm going to do first, besides from appearing. Is everything set up correctly? Yeah. So you're doing well. Okay, how about me? Pretty fine. Still battling with French systems to get a phone, but that's alright. Okay, can I zoom the chat? No. Terrible thing. What's up, you're asking? Well, pretty usual, I guess. Like, I'm not, like, surprised anymore. The new recent thing is that my previous phone company basically lied to me twice about canceling contracts. Why they didn't do console, right? They say, well, yeah, that's console, and they don't do it. So they keep puncturing the money again and again. So I cut the access to my account, and now they have basically made my name like ineligible to purchase a phone service. That's pretty funny. Over the weekend, I took part in 48-hour global game jam. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. You have a link to your itch page. If I'd like to check it out. Maybe I will check that out later. I'm usually very bad. How to say that? Bad at encouraging and giving people compliments based on what they did. Because my number one thing that my brain does is always asking the question, what can I do to improve? And that's everything I see. So I'm like the worst person to go to when you're proud of something, because I will destroy it. So I had a few things to do in the Greatest Blacksmith, but I think I will probably go on the 3D city builder project. That's a prototype that I think has quite a few things to do today. Alright, I see it. Okay, I will be checking on that later. Is that like a bubble popping game again? Yes, relentless swarm of bubbles. Okay, let's bring that out again. Chat. Okay. So just to keep you guys up to date with what's going on here. Basically trying a 3D building games with tiles, and right now I restarted everything. If you've seen the previous ones, and using like some very basic models. Yeah, you guys have a Discord server? We do. And we answer all the questions there, so feel free to go there and ask everything you need. Believe it or not, that was actually the theme of this jam. Alright. Like bubble? Did not know that at all. Well, yeah, it's in the description of all my videos and probably all the lights, but yeah, I don't mention it very often. Wait a second, was that okay? Did you actually see this? Yes. So I have quite a few things to do in there, and the first one is to create interaction. So that is something I can work with, because right now we have the collisions sort of, but things, yeah, we can't interact with things. So that will probably be the first thing. Let's see. Well, maybe I will take this one. Let me catch you. Method to create a building on a cell, that's done. Now it's more like... cell interaction by clicking on a cell. That's a memo fitting. Okay, so I should have a component somewhere. Hexagon cell. Yeah. So here we have a basic collider that we're gonna use. It's using a tri-mesh? Yeah, don't really know. Guess that's fine. Why are the axes so weird? No, they're fine. It's just different than Blender. So that's fine. So I need a script here. Yeah, hexagonal cell, and I need kind of an abstract script. So I'm gonna go with. But do I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like 3D interactable. Interact. How do you type that? Like I'm out of. My English is failing me now. Interact. Is it an I? Interactable? Nah, that's an A. Yeah, that's what I thought. Intractable. No. Not that. So maybe there's word that doesn't exist. Interaction to 3D then maybe. Interaction 3D. Inherits, we'll see that later. Last name. I don't like this. I want interactable, sort of. What would be like a word for this? I could go with objects 3D. Nah. Well, am I even caring about this? Or maybe I do. I mean, do I care about it being abstract of both the cells and the buildings? It's probably a good idea. Hey, what games developing? So right now I'm working on a 3D city builder. It is very early, but yeah. I'm about to see how to interact with the tiles and the buildings. But my English is failing me and I'm like freezing in front of the class name. So yeah, that's a little bit sad. Because I was thinking of interactable, something like this, but it doesn't exist. Well, it doesn't exist, but now it does. Right, I don't care. that's gonna expand a static body 3D. No problem with that. And we have a static variable. And by the way, so I will tell you that I can't read your name. That's Cyrillic and I can't read Cyrillic. But yeah, what are you up to? What are you working on? Because I do know that you're following the Stardust tutorial. So maybe you are adapting it to something different for you. So we'll have a target. Interactable 3D. Or maybe it's an uppercase. Could be cool. Okay. And I should have access to things like, yes, mouse centered, mouse exited. This exactly. Wait, what? How does this exist? What is that? Mouse exit. Oh, okay. But why are you trying to create this? Wait, what? Mouse exit. Cool when the mouse pointer. What is it inheriting from? Collision object? Cool when the mouse pointer exists, all the object shape requires input rate equal to be true. So maybe I can use this. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm gonna try. They say I had some problem I can understand English as well, but to build a sentence is difficult. Alright. Now, it's not like really building a sentence is difficult. With time I got used to it, but I was just like phasing in front of a word which doesn't exist and that I need. So yeah. So we have those two things. Okay, mouse enter. The target's gonna be able to. So right now what I'm doing basically is that I'm keeping track of, is the mouse hovering over an item? So what I do basically is that when I do enter the collision shape of an item, I will say, okay, so this new object is going to be the target. And then when the mouse is exited, if the target is the item which has the mouse exiting, that is the case, then target is going to be null. To say that we are leaving and we now want no object to be targeted. So we're going to try this. So we should be able to actually catch an input now. An input that I did not declare, which is left click. Right, left click. Mouse button. Okay. So the event is action pressed left click. Okay, target clicked. And maybe, do I want to put the name here? Because a node path is not very useful. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna check that we can click on something so far. So interactable 3D, cool. Hexagon tail, interactable 3D. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, we have no pointer. Oh, do we? Why is it invisible? Okay, so for some reasons I can see it. I see it on the stream, which is kind of weird. But I don't see it on my screen. That's a problem. Like, why would the cursor be invisible? Mm-hmm. Is it because of the stream that I can't see it? Well, maybe I can use... Okay, that's a weird way to do that. Target clicked. No. Sorry, but no. Oh, I forgot something. They say maybe try another monitor that is not streaming. Maybe. Oh, I can't... Okay, I'm gonna do that differently. I'm gonna do that here. Yeah, there you go. So here we have this problem. Every object is catching the click, which is not what we want. I just forgot. If target is different than self, okay, so that should be good now. Okay, so target clicked, correct. And technically, yeah, it doesn't work with the building because they don't have it. All right, cool. Let's make building interactable. And the house as well. Okay, correct. So cell interaction by clicking on a cell, cool. So now maybe we could have build something when we click on cell. Yeah. Can do that. So there's actually quite a lot to do here. Because what I foresee is that we need to create a path between the grid and the cell for the cell to be able to ask for a building prompt, building order. And that's pretty much it actually. And then have the cell order a building. Yeah. We could have something like this. It's a first in our grid here. So this is the script of our grid. We can say that the interactable 3D here will have a, well, do we want a static variable? Let's not make it static. Or, that's complicated. Do we actually want to be able to have different grids at the same time? I would say no. So you're asking, why can't you create a node in hexagon to put a model there when you click? I'm not very sure to understand what you're trying to achieve here. And I'm going to show you how this works so far. So we have the grid, which is a 3D world. Okay, so it's a 3D world, and in there we have the lights, the camera stick, which is allowing us to move the camera, and we have two empty nodes, which are cells and buildings. So say, I mean, when you click to a hexagon, you would create a node for space. Because when you create a building, it doesn't go within the cell. If that makes sense. It could go there, definitely, but it doesn't. What happens is that I have two layers here, cells and buildings. So whenever you create a cell, it goes here, under here, and when you create a building, it goes under here. And also at the same time, when they are created, they are listed in dictionaries so that we can easily delete them and find them back if we need to find them. So it is necessary for the building creation to go back to the script so that we can check if there's already a building existing on the cell, that kind of thing. Alright, so you say, I understand now. I thought it was building in a hexagon. Yes, it kinda is. It is, but they are... I mean, the system you're talking about, it works. I guess it works. I don't see why it wouldn't work. But for some reasons, I didn't think about it this way. I thought about it, yeah, with this dictionary system. So here what I'm going to do is just have a... yeah, I will have a static variable, which is gonna be the grid, and that's a hexagon grid. Something that now this script will be able to use, okay? And eventually, when we are ready here, we'll want interactable 3D dot grid, oh, it's not saved, to be equal to self. So this way, interactables will be able to use methods from here. Okay. Hexagon grid, let's see. So that's the path I was talking about. Now we want to have the cell order a building. So this, okay. I could kind of create a method to override here, like something like this, left clicked. Say that here we call on left clicked, and this will allow me to override this function pretty easily. Hi, Mr. Fragments, how are you doing? So you're asking what are we working on? We're working on a 3D builder game where we will be able to build things on these tiles. Right now it's very early, like it's probably day 2, and day 2 is like big words for this, but yeah, pretty much what we're doing right now. So right now the task is to build something. When we click on a cell, just build something. We don't really care about what it is. And what about you? What brought you here? What are you working on? Hexagon cell. Alright, so do you currently have any games out? And the answer is no. No games out. And sorry, you don't have to apologize, that's fine. Okay, let's just check this. So cell clicked and left click not implemented on the sol panels and the house, so that's cool. We're gonna create a building, grid dot Oh, that's unexpected. I don't have the coordinates of the cell. So let's say I'm currently learning. I built one level of a 2D platformers with borrowed assets. Let me guess, brackets. You built a Frogger clone and a question game but nothing elaborated. Funny, I have a friend, Hyper Gamedev, she made a game jam about Frogger games. Just learning slowly. Well, if you want, you can always browse through my channels. There's a lot of learning content. Like that's pretty much what what I am focusing on. But yeah, here I focus mostly on idle games, clicker games, and it is actually kind of new that I try to make something different. And basically, I'm doing that as a prototype right here because I have ideas for an idle game which might use some kind of city builder features in it. Okay, so here we're just gonna say that this hexagon cell will have coordinates. It's a hexagon grid. When we create a cell, we can say that the cell node dot cell is going to be equal to the cell. Okay, say you just subscribed and you will check it out. Currently you're trying to build a state machine. Oh, cool. But when I added the dash, everything broke. Now I'm stuck. Okay, so I can take a few seconds to kind of toot my own horn here. Let me check. Your YouTube channel. Okay, so what do we have here? State machine. State machine. Okay, so in the lives, let me see. I think it is one of those two lives. One of those two lives I did a state machine to have an idle game combat. And if you want a quick way to find it, you basically have to find the chart. Like, I'm gonna show you the chart right now so that you can know what you're looking for. Okay, so... Oh, let me move. Ah. Okay, there you go. That's the chart, basically. So, in one of my last two streams, I did something with a chart like this. And here is an entire state machine episode. That's something. That's in the streams, that's not the best way to find that. So, this aside, if you go in this series about Pocket Clicker, you have a state machine here. State pattern, combat encounter. Here, this episode is all about making a state. Otherwise, I don't think I made videos about state machines since then. Yeah. Okay, say thanks. When I get home, you will check it out. Cool. And that's pretty much all I have for state machines. So we have Ash saying, Mystic, I think you can build simple state machines with just enum. Yes, the point is that it has to be very simple, and usually I tend to not use the state machine when I have only two states. When you can handle the states with the boolean, you don't need a state machine. But based on this, when I added the dash, everything broke. Based on that, there are more than two states. You're using enums, but just don't know what's wrong. the state of working, best smaller jump, and dash states have certain issues. The thing is, I'm gonna show you this, the graph again, because there's something important here. About this graph, the arrows are important. Okay, the arrows mean that when you are in idle state, you can only go to move state. When you're in move state, you can only go to enemy selection, etc, etc. So this is a very important thing to do with state machines. This, for example, you will not find it in the Pocket Clicker video, but you will find it if you watch live. The second important thing with state machine is that you can completely lock inputs, for example. Like when you have a dash, which is a fixed duration and distance dash, you can lock the inputs so that, yeah, you can't, like, for example, jump in the middle of the dash, the kind of things. So state machines are very cool once you learn how to use them, but it is expensive to make. Expensive in the sense that it takes a lot of code and time. Without code, I can't help you. Yeah, definitely. That's why, that's what the Discord is for. You guys can always jump in Discord and share code and ask questions. People are very eager to answer questions there. I think you can just make logic mistakes in the statement. Try to read again from bottom to top. It helps. Yeah, it helps sometimes, but it can also be slightly tiring, exhausting. Alright, so let's try that, because we kind of lost track of this, so yeah, we're gonna send this cell here. What's happening? Wow! Building houses! There you go. Okay, I may have an idea. You will join Discord when you get home. That's cool then. Or you're at work. Right. Here is... oh no. Well, that's fine. Here is a quick chip thing to do, I guess. Like, house. Function ready. Let's see. The rotation, green rotation, so that's the Y rotation. So rotation dot Y is equal to round I range to 0360. I don't know. I think that's a chip thing to do, but that can be cool. Does it work? I think it kind of works. Like, they're not like all in the same direction. Yeah, that's cool. Very cheap thing to do. And those houses, they're very ugly, but that's fine. Like, let's be honest. This hexagon cell is the second thing I modeled on Blender. The solar panel is the third, and the house is the fourth. So yeah, very, very noob here. But it works. It works. It works very well. We can think about creating ghost cells now. Okay. So ghost cells, yeah, I actually already have the code for this, but I will redo it, I think. Yeah, so anyway, let's create a new scene. Static body 3D. Maybe add deleting on double click. I can add delete on clicking on the building, for example. I'm gonna list this, like, delete buildings by either left click or right click. That's something you can do. Alright, so the ghost cell, we bring the hexagon cell in there. So edit the little children. I don't really know where I'm going here, but let's do that. So mesh, create collision shape. Try mesh, don't really care about that. Let's create a script. No, let's save it first. Components, ghost cell. Save. So ghost cells, So first things first. Do we have modulate? We don't have modulate. Where's modulate? We don't have this. No. How did I do that? Did I? Oh, I'm slightly confused here. Did I have a Blender model for that? They say I'll try watching this video and see what I did. If nothing, someone this code can help. Also, to update Godot, you just re-download the new version. Well, I don't really know. I guess so, because I used to use the Steam version, but this is the 4.4 I'm working on, so. I think it's here. Ghost hexagon. Oh yeah, that's it. So I had a completely different model. It's actually not having the dirt path. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna open recent. Yeah, doesn't exist anymore. Oopsie. Godot. Where is Godot? Am I tripping? Oh yes, I am. Arg. Projects, Soda Punk. So assets, model 3D, hexagon cell. Alright, there you are. I'm gonna save as. Ghost cell. And yeah, alpha 0.5 or less. Nah, 0.5 is fine. Okay, cool. So we're gonna remove this thing and bring the ghost cell in there. Editable model. You're leaving, bye. Well, that was cool to see you passing by. And yeah, I'll see you later. Hope you're doing well, working on your idle game. Alrighty. So maybe we could have a mouse enter, mouse exit behavior here. First, before I do forget, I'm gonna call on super because those methods already exist. So visible equal true, visible equal false. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, wait a second. Super target dot visible equal true. And here, if target equals self, target dot visible equals, maybe like this. So we have no ghost cells to try there. Okay, let's create ghost cells. Create buildings, cell exists, create cell. Yeah. So create ghost cells. Now we need both with an S and without S. So maybe now really we're gonna have create ghost cell definitely, and update ghosts, something like this in this line. Okay, so first, having one ghost. I'm gonna remove those things. Bar ghosts. See. I can't type. Do I have a ghost? Yes, I do. Okay. Technically, I do need a set position as well. Important. Okay, so create ghost, variable, ghost node. Instantiating something new. Cool. Ghost. We need a vector. The ghost node position. That's correct. The ghost node dot cell is gonna be cell. Let's see. Position cell. We need to add it, obviously. Let's put them in cells. I think that's fine to have those in cells. Or maybe we could create ghosts. Yeah, let's create ghosts. Oh no. We're gonna add this and ghost dictionary. Oh, I forgot to check that it doesn't exist. But I can do that. Ghost node. Okay, correct. So if ghost cells dictionary has cell, we don't create a ghost. It's that simple. Alright. So that is for creating one. Now creating all of them. For every cell in cells dictionary, the keys more specifically, we do want to create ghosts for every neighbors. Okay, let me explain this a little bit. Yes, well, let's not explain. So for every cell we have, we'll check the neighbors and see if we need to create a ghost or not. Yeah, actually, if cells dictionary has cell written as well. Okay. So for every cell, we will check all the neighbors. And then we will try to generate ghosts. So cell, so that's the coordinate for neighbor, which is a vector 2i again, in neighbors. For neighbor in neighbors. Cell plus neighbor. So that's a vector 2i. And we create a ghost of that. This should work. I think it does. Let's see. We take every cell, then we take every neighbor of those cells, and if this neighbor either exists in, if it exists in either dictionary, then we're good. So we have a problem here. How is that a problem? Gnarzel external class member grid. I beg to differ. So now we kind of want to remove ghosts. Well, let's actually see what happens here. Because when we create a cell, that's the thing, right? When I create a cell, I want to update the ghosts. Oh, it's going to be complicated. Okay. Let's make sure that when we create a cell, it removes the ghost if there's any. So where's create cell? Here. Okay, so if ghosts has cell, we basically want to remove ghost. Okay, so if ghost cells dictionary has cell, so we Q3 the cell and we remove it from the dictionary. So we do erase the key. Yeah, correct. That seems fine. So this way, here, we remove the ghost cell, add the coordinate. Okay, we should be good. So now when we create a cell, we update the ghosts. Update ghosts. This seems fine. Except that they are supposed to be invisible. Yeah, forgot that. Ghost cell, ready. Alright. Okay, that might be a problem. Okay, slight problem here. I probably can't interact with it because it's invisible. So I can't use visible. Oh, wow. Okay, so we do want to change the visibility of model. Okay, so mouse enter. Yeah, we're gonna use this one here. And probably the same. I think that will work. We enter, remove the model, leave the target, so yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so now we have the ghosts. Create ghost cells. Deleting building by left click, right click. You can do that. You can do that by having another abstract. If I create a building, which extends interactable 3D, I create a function on right clicked. And that's like a prompt to delete. Which makes the house. Extend building. And the solar panel to extend building as well. So now we can think about removing those buildings. We create building, remove building, add cell. Oh, again, building has to be aware of itself. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Read the buildings dictionary has cell. Let's do the opposite. If the building does not exist, we return. Otherwise, same thing as removing a ghost ringing. We Q3 the node, and we remove the entry in the dictionary. Okay. So now building valuable cell vector to I, which means that when we create one as a building, let's go with building 3D. Should be fine. A lot of errors, but yeah. They should be gone now. Yeah, gone they are. Let's see a grade. Grading and building, building 3D. Yep. And building node. Dot cell. Is equal to cell. Oh, I have a problem? Maybe the rename didn't work very well. Is that still a problem? Don't think so. Right, so let's implement this. Interactable 3D. Okay. If event is action pressed, right click. So print, right click, not implemented. But in the case of our building, we can ask read remove building, and we can remove cell. Alright, let's see. Yep. And we can build again. So yeah, it's actually quite interesting to see what we can do so far. Forgot to bring the task back. Delete building by left click, right click. So it's gonna be right click. Right clicking. Okay, so from there, yeah, it is task from yesterday, I guess. Yeah. So we could technically expand. We could do this. Or yeah, we can do that. That's probably very cheap. Are the ghost cells aware of the allocation? Yes. Okay, let's see. So grid, create cell. Can do that. And there we go. Can create cells. There's the zoom I want to fix at some point. so that we can kind of go a little bit higher with a different angle. Yeah, so that is create time by clicking on ghost time. Well, cell. Create a cell when clicking on a ghost cell. There we go. We could be using a kind of interface now. Could be using a kind of interface to choose what building we want to create. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we can do that. So this is the world. Here's the game. Okay, let's create a canvas layer, which is going to be user interface. HUD? What does HUD mean? That's actually an interesting question I'm wondering right now. Affichage tête haute. Yep, that's it. But the English one. Head up display. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so there we are, creating interface. Alright, let's name this like viewport screen. I don't know. Let's go with screen. And let's create a vertical box container, which is gonna be on the right. Yep. Layout. 240. 400. Yes. Let's have a panel container. There you go. Alright, let's see. This should be fine. We should have this. No, what? Okay. That was a quick elevator of emotions. Views 3D. Use interface. No. Views HUD. Nah, I don't know. Views UI. Views UI. Screen. Ugh. That's a bad name. It's a terrible name. Okay, views, interface, delete, and color green. The screen's in there. Yep. So yeah, we should have this now. Oh, that's big. Or maybe that's big because of the embedded. If you go on a bigger screen, that's still a little bit big. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Screen, so vertical box container, panel container. So here, one of those will be reparented to be the building picker. Reparent to a new node. No. Save branch as seen. I don't know. Yeah, let's have building picker. Can I change the color here? No. Building picker. Set color to green. Cool. Right, let's see what we have here. Building picker. Let's add a script. Extends panel, that's fine. Last name, building picker. Okay, I'm going to do something, probably something that I will regret in the future. But let's do it. I'm gonna create the buildings here, solar panel, house, and not. Oh no. It's fine. Okay. Then now, basically what I want is create a link between the enum and scene path. Okay. Initialize dictionary. Okay, so we have an enum and a path, so a string. Expected opening after function name. Oh, yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. So dictionary of enum.null empty. Yep. The solar panel component. Oh yes. Oh, maybe I could move them. Maybe I want to do that now. Created buildings. Buildings. So that house moves to buildings. No! That was a copy. Delete. Be gone. Wow. Find a new one. Disk. I did delete something. So at some point there will be a difference. House. Move. Building. Move. Okay, solder panel, move. Buildings, move. Okay. So, buildings, solder panel, copy UID. There we go. Dictionary. Enum. That's. Yep. Okay. So we do have the links to the scene. Alright. So now this should allow this to be used properly. Right? Because dictionary, enum, no. Okay. Let's have a static variable selected building. And by default, enum no. Okay. Function, well, static function, in fact. Get selected building scene. Ah, wow, that's a big name. Get selected building. String. So we just return dictionary selected building. This seems correct. Alright, so we have the bare minimum right there. Building picker. Could have this even... Oh, that would be very small. But that still fits. Can I have like... Yeah. Simpler zooms. Probably I should be doing like this. Those buttons. So what is this gonna be like? Margin container. Theme override. 16 pixels all sides. And now I need to create cards, sort of. So... Now let's have a horizontal box with two things. A label and a button. Okay, so button, layout. Oh, actually, let's just remove the button. I mean the label, and have this stretch. So actually don't need that. Delete. Okay. Let's have solar panel and say solar panel. And duplicate house. House. All right. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Oh. I'm regretting this already. We can't use signals on static. I hate that so much. So what is it gonna be then? Because here we basically want the grid to be able to catch what is the... Okay, we could do that the opposite way. We could do that the opposite way. We could do that in the sense that grid could be a singleton, and honestly I don't mind. At this point it almost feels necessary. Yes, let's make this a singleton. This way. Right. Our scene, solar panel scene. I should probably get rid of those. But more importantly, I probably want to be able to have a kind of set building thing. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Because we have create building, but now what I want to do is to have a script be able to know what is the building we have in the cursor, sort of. So create building, yeah. But what about that building? Oh. Ghost building, yes. Let's go with ghost building. Now the problem is that I need to have a ghost thing. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Okay, so here we have this. We have a string. Okay, so building path string. All right, let's do that. Building path string. Ghost building string. Well, actually, it could be a packed scene. And when we set one, we load it, right? Like ghost building is loading the building path. If building is empty, then ghost building equal null, and else reset it. Okay. Which should allow us now, when we create a building, say that if ghost building is null, then we return fail. Okay. What am I doing? I'm so lost. Hi Darian, how are you doing? The fact that you arrive just when I say that, that's kind of precious. What? Because like, the thing is like, just before you say hi, I was like, oh, what am I doing? I'm so lost, like, at the bottom of the stream. Okay, let's try. Well, we have this. I know it's get selected building. Okay, so function set building. I don't know. This is useless. 2K subs. Nice. Yeah, I saw that. It is definitely the last 2 videos I published. The Godot patterns. They were very popular with the algorithm. They did work their magic. And 7 likes. So for this stream, maybe. I didn't check that. Yes, it is. It is. I had a few people early, but they're gone now. Working on the same 3D project with the house in the middle? I'm gonna say yes and no. No, because I recreated an entire new project, which is now named Project Solarpunk. But otherwise, it will definitely crash. Otherwise, it is very similar, yes. Okay, so things have... I have to get rid of that. Things have moved a little bit, which is kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, that's unexpected. Okay, there we go. There we have this. At the moment, it's kind of broken because of this menu here. Why remake? Because that was too messy. I wanted to go with something with a little bit more structure. Where's the size? Oh, come on. There's no reason the size here. I don't understand where it gets its size from now. But anyway. Yeah. So, wait a second. Create building if ghost building is equal no. Yeah, so it is important that I get the ghost building things fixed very quickly. Did you like my project? Oh yeah, with the town, yes, that was actually very impressive. Because Seeing this after seeing the first game you showed me, that's a huge gap. Huge gap. There's quite a lot. The music is loudly obnoxious, sort of, but otherwise that's fine. Yes, apparently you did. You didn't notice that. Oh, no, you mean yes for the Vega project. Yes, that's the one. That's definitely the one. You had settings to play the music slower? Well, it was the only setting. You mean like less loud? Oh, and I didn't initialize the database either. I'm about to do that. I still have to cook some food for this evening as well. Because I didn't eat that much today. Oh. So we're gonna set the building dictionary enum dot startup panel. So you say I'm thinking now what to start with. I have two options, a platformer or trying to make something similar to Stardew Valley. What do you think? I hate platformers, so I'm gonna say Stardew Valley. That is 100% biased. I hate platformers. Like, it is the kind of game that I don't see the point of them. I mean, I do, sort of. I did play a lot of... what was this game on the Wii? That was one of the platformer Mario game. And you could, like, bubble yourself. And I remember that I had a friend, she used to play in bubble a lot. Why you hate platformer, you ask? Hollow Knight, that's... Okay, I played neither of those. First. And I don't think I can call them platformers, because they're monsters. If you're attacking things, that's like Metroidvania, and that's different. To me, platformers are like just jumping between things, and that's all. But yeah, that's not really the kind of games that I do enjoy generally. I'm kind of a management game, idle game. If you want to have something a little bit with a little bit more action, there will be MMORPGs. Or some, I mean, for example, I did really love the Borderlands game, even though I'm not playing that much gun game in general. Yeah, otherwise it's more RPGs than platformers for sure. Okay, let's... I don't know. Did I break everything? Apparently yes. Yes, the inventory, the thing is not initialized. Mandatory... what is it? Building picker.mh dictionary. The way, the thing that this is here, it's triggering me so hard. Like, I can't find any better. So deeply triggered. And it doesn't work. Boo. Boo. Oh, that's because it's in front. So first, this thing, why is the size not... Whatever. Mouse. Ignore. Okay, next. Screen. Building picker. Why are you so big? Why? Is it because of the buttons? Like, they have a transform? Oh, that's so that. That's so not that. Ah, why do you have this size? Delete. Really? I swear, I'm gonna just delete every node until you shrink. Oh, you don't dare. So it's you. It is you. There we go. Okay, so you say Metroidvania, that doesn't mean it gives you the feeling that you want to escape from where you are. Biome. Hollow Knight or any type of this. No, I think that Metroidvania is just like these 2D action games, sort of. Hollow Knight, no, it's essentially a platformer. Well, the thing is, Metroidvania games are platformers. They are just like having something on top of that, including RPG elements, for example. But then that's my understanding. And it is not possible. It is, please. Like, this is supposed to be... Okay, this doesn't work. On-solid panel pressed. I swear, this is also weird. Ghost building? Oh, I'm stupid. Game. Exciting grid. Yeah, here. Ghost building. So you say, okay, when I see platform and auto jump. Yeah, more. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's actually probably a very quick thing to see. Yes, there you go. Hollow Knight, Metroidvania. So it's a subgenre action adventure of platformer, which is taking a lot from systems from Metroid and Castlevania. Yes. So it is platformer. Okay, so you say when I create a singleton and for example I change the scene, get tree.change scene to fine to second in my main is my singleton, it will no longer work in that scene, right? Do you understand what I mean? Yes. What I understand is that if you queue-free your node, it will go to the trash bin. And from there, if you do remove the thing, you might remove the access to it. Probably. Yes. Which is why, in general, when I have a singleton, I have it in a gray node. How do you stop this going to the trash? I mean, that's my way to do that, but what I do generally, and I did not do here, is I have singletons as gray nodes at the root of my game, so that when I move the interface, delete things and stuff, the singletons are not touched by this. And then every object in the game is kind of plugging on the singletons to get their infos. Okay, so here. Again. I just don't understand. Okay, maybe I do. Yeah. Ugh. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Could be worse. Oh, it works. Look at this. Look at this guy. That's the solar panel. And the very ugly house. There you go. Let's create a lot of house. Oh. I can zoom out. That's something I have to do very fast. Well, that's a big suburb. And a few solar panels. Wow. That's a big... And hi there! How you doing, Yuri? Are you enjoying my green tiles and solar panels? And houses? Making a Civilization 8? Nah, they're too long. I'm working on the next one. 9. I mean, which one did I play? Was it the 6? Like... They released one very recently, right? Okay, so Diane, for example, I have the main scene where the singletons are at the root node. If I change the scene to a second one, but which is not the root of main, it will no longer work. Oh, okay. You said change scene to file. Okay. You are using... You're using this. Okay, so I have two answers here. The first one is keep using that change scene to file, but instead of using the singletons as I do, you use autoloads. You do that. Because autoloads will not be impacted by this change scene to file, because they are not really in the root of the game. That's very weird. It's like, I mean, for example here, game node is the root of my game, right? But that's kind of a trick. Root, I mean, game is a child of the node root, which is an invisible node that you will never see in the editor. When you have autoloads, they are siblings of your scene that you run here. So when you change it, the autoloads, they persist. Alright, that's the thing. So that's the first way. The first way is you stop using singletons as I do, and you use autoloads, which is a very, very quick fix. I mean, there's not much to change. The second thing is you don't use change scene to file, and you make your own scene switch. So basically, you just pick this. For example, you say, here I need my hexagon grid, or I will keep the HUD, right? I keep this. So I remove this hexagon grid, I remove that, and I replace it by another scene, which you load manually, right? And that would be a way to go with that. Because you say, you try this, but say something like the autoload does not belong to any node. The script is just encrypted in folders. It does not have node, I mean the singleton. You can have autoloads be nodes. That works. You just have to create that gray node and set the autoload as the gray node. Building scene is never used in the create building. Yes. Isn't it fun? Sort of. Yes, those be gone. But okay, there we go. So yeah. Could be quite interesting to start considering doing the resources for this game. No, I have to fix the buildings. So it's a little bit sad because you guys, what time is it? It's 20. Because since that you guys are here, I kind of want to stay. But I was also thinking about eating something because I really have to. And I'm kind of needing to think about this building system. So yeah, let's fix your thing and maybe I will go after that. So you say, so I need a node with a script where the singleton is. No. And anyway, it's just that I have a few plans for this. What's blocking me the most is that I have to rework the building system, but I don't know how. Alright, let's see. Look up in chat. Okay, see you. But the thing is, you just create a node. You don't give it a... like... Does it have to have a class name? You just go in autoloads. And you say, I want this node, this scene as autoload. And you will have the exact same behavior as the singleton I have. Except that you get rid of the reference and you use the global name instead. So yeah, that's the thing. So I need a node with the script. Okay, I tried this, but say something like the autoload does not belong to any node. Script. And that's the thing. The autoload, it can belong to a node. Like, yeah, I want to say I don't understand the question then. You can autoload a script alone. That works. If you autoload a script, it will create a gray node to attach it to. You can autoload a script, yeah. And then Am I supposed to wait for something here? I don't know. Does not inherit from node. Oh, you just... Yeah, now I can. I have a slight delay here, so let me just switch the chat. Yeah, I mean, you just have to add the line extends node then. If it doesn't, if that's you need. I don't remember if you need it or not, but I think you do. So you just add that. No, you can't see what I type. Check this code. Oh, okay, no, I can see that. So you had this error, fail to create an auto script. Yes, you just add the line at the very top of your script, you add extends node. Without a class name, just extends node. That's because the autoload is attaching the script to a gray node, so it is necessary that the script has the node code in it, which comes from extending node. Anyone with good problem-solving skill for 3D? The chat is asking me to wait. But extends resource. No, you don't want to do that on singleton. Or is it already doing that? And if the answer is yes, I almost want to say it shouldn't. What about extends resource? Why is that in the equation here? So Nico is saying, basically I want to make a 3D game based around different repeating rooms. My guess is I'd have to build them as separate scenes like that. Oh, okay. But how do I go about matching them? Oh no. I need to autoload the resource script? No, you don't. It has to extend node, just node. I need to autoload the resource script? No, you don't. I will solve this problem by testing. Going in. Anyway, I will have to wait for it to cook for a long time. But yeah, resource is not part of the equation here. It's just about nodes. Or maybe you misread extends resource. or I mean, not really red because I'm talking, but I mean, you say you have this line that you said in the chat a little bit higher, which is does not inherit from node, and you have node in quote here. So this is exactly 100% what you have to put after the extend. Can you see the chat? Well, I guess so, but as you said, maybe there are some things disappearing because of some. Well, you can see what I write. I mean, here I see, but maybe some messages are going away because there are some kind of okay, so my singleton is in game root node, and the script where my resources are for singleton like root game ref data name of resource. Okay, in the case of if you have to use resources, you don't make the resource the singleton, but you make a singleton that has the resource as a property. So for example, data doesn't have it must not make, it's not a singleton here, right? Then let me read that again. So my singleton is in game root node, and the script where my resources are for singleton like root game. Okay, the script where my resources are for singleton like root game. Name overall resource. Yes, that's it. Like, oh, so in singleton I put resource, exactly, that's exactly what you do. That's exactly this. Think of the singleton as a container, which is containing the resources. Because it has to be a node. I mean, it doesn't have to be a node, but it is better because it allows you to use signals. That's it. That's why you want your singletons to be nodes. That's because you want signals most of the time. Finally, yes, containers. You're dying of laughter. Interesting. Meanwhile, Nico's struggling with the... I know nothing about procedural generation, not gonna lie. So yeah, you tell us if it works. Otherwise, I might have to make... because that's the kind of things, classes singleton things that... For some reasons, I need to explain that better because it doesn't fit, right? I mean, it doesn't fix right now, so anyway. Yeah. So if you're good, we can go now, and that's the end of the stream, I guess. So I will see you guys. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few days. And yeah, bon appétit, as you said. I will disappear, leave the music to check that everything's fine and no one has anything to say in the chat, but shouldn't. Like, we had plenty of time. And I will see you later.